How's it going, everyone? It's Milwaukee coming back at you once again, and today we're going to be discussing War of the Green Lanterns by Geoff Johns, Pete Tomasi, and Tony Bedard, with art by Doug Mahnke, Tyler Kirkham, and Fernando Pasarin. Let's get into it. Hal and company, they regroup, and they head to the planet Ryut to search for Krona and the missing entities that Krona stole. Meanwhile, the Guardians of the Universe, what's left of them, they issue a arrest warrant for Hal Jordan. On the planet Ryut, everybody gets sucked into the Book of the Black, except for Hal Jordan, and that leaves him holding all their rings. This is when the arrest squad shows up and tries to arrest Hal Jordan, but he makes an escape. Krona, back on Oa, he puts Parallax back into the Green Lantern main power battery, thus corrupting all the Green Lanterns, with the exception of those who were previously possessed by Parallax. Hal Jordan flees into space in possession of all the color power rings. Upon returning to Oa with Kyle Rayner and John Stewart, the power battery with Parallax in it tries to possess Ganthet, and he resists it so hard that he ends up losing his hand in an explosion. Guy Gardner, linking up with Hal Jordan, tells him about the pact that he, Ganthet, and Atrocitus made way back at the beginning of the Brightest Day storyline. And of course, this leads to Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan having a good old-fashioned fist fight. Once they settle that score, they take a spaceship to Oa so they can regroup with John Stewart and Kyle Rayner. Once the Earthmen Green Lanterns are reunited, they each have to pick a colored power ring because their Green Lantern rings are no longer effective because of Parallax. So, Hal chooses a yellow ring, John Stewart goes indigo, Kyle Rayner goes blue, and of course Guy Gardner red. Deciding that the first thing they need to do is free Parallax from the power battery, they head underground so they can travel undetected, and they stumble upon the Green Lantern Foundry. Once they reach the Foundry, they're searching through all this ancient weaponry. Guy Gardner decides he's going to take Krona's power glove, and the group splits up to go on two separate missions in order to save the Green Lantern Corps. On their mission, Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner end up getting captured by Krona, and Krona reveals that his ultimate plan is to make Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner the new Guardians of the Universe. Along with him, of course. Hal and Guy end up escaping, and they reunite with Kyle Rayner and John Stewart and Ganthet, and together they end up breaking the power battery and freeing Parallax. Hal Jordan has Kyle Rayner, the artist, break out all the characters that were trapped in the Book of the Black, so we get the return of Sinestro and Atrocitus and Carol Ferris, Laura Flees, the Blue Lantern, I can't remember his name right now. All those colored lantern guys, the Indigo Lantern, they're all back. And once everybody is reunited here, we get an epic clash. Krona is defeated, and ultimately we get a new direction for the Green Lantern Corps, heading into the New 52. As for my thoughts on this storyline, on this reread, I really enjoyed it. It's 10 issues, and I read it all in one sitting, which, isn't, strange or anything, but it was just a page turner. I just kept going. It was late at night. I was like, no, I got to finish these next 3 issues. Couldn't put it down, so that's, a pretty good sign. Also, while I was rereading this, I was trying to remember what happened, and I was waiting the whole book for a traitor to be revealed, and I guess that might come later, because he wasn't betraying anybody in this one. I won't say who it is in case you don't know, but I guess that's a storyline for down the line, where the traitor is revealed. One thing that I do want to point out about this volume is that a lot of the volumes preceding it were sort of setting up this storyline. We had Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Emerald Warriors, featuring Guy Gardner, where he went to take on Sodom Yat and this guy named Zion or whatever, this new enemy. And at the end of that story, they fled, and they were supposed to be here, I guess, but I don't recall seeing them. Maybe they were in the background and I just didn't see it. But I guess that plot line goes nowhere. Some setup. When I was reading the story, I was a little disappointed that Sinestro sat out most of it, but it really makes his return be that much more impactful when he shows up here at the end. And I won't reveal what happens, but let's just say you probably wouldn't see it coming, or maybe you would. Who knows? Uh, Shocking nobody. Hal Jordan defeats Krona. He ends up killing him, and that freaks the Guardians out because we learned that the Green Lantern rings weren't capable of killing Guardians. There's like a built-in fail-safe in there where they won't be able to kill a Guardian. But Hal Jordan, he finds a way. He kills Krona, and thus, he has to face some serious consequences here. Although I call BS because he was killing the villain, who was trying to kill everybody. With the Guardians, who knows what they're thinking. You can't really get a read on those guys. They're crazy. Also, the story's called War of the Green Lanterns. But they don't really go to war. It's just they get corrupted and they're hunting down, the Earthman Green Lanterns. There's no big, real, war. It's not like Sinestro Corps War or, Blackest Night or something like that. It's more smaller, more contained. A lot of the action goes on in the background because when Krona starts sending out the corrupted rings, they go to new ring bearers, and apparently those ring bearers start killing the population of the planet they're from. But we don't really see that here in this volume, which, could be a blessing. Who knows? Because as we see in the Green Lantern, War of the Green Lanterns Aftermath book, there's a lot of fluff in there that I did not enjoy. But yeah, War of the Green Lanterns, I feel like it's a fitting conclusion to this era of Green Lantern. Green Lantern main title Volume 4 and Green Lantern Corps Volume 2. This is sort of I would say it's like a new golden era of Green Lantern. We're about to enter the New 52, Green Lantern main title Volume 5, Green Lantern Corps Volume 3, Green Lantern New Guardians, brand new title, and Red Lanterns, also a brand new title. And we'll eventually get a Sinestro standalone book and a Larfleeze standalone book, but that comes later on. As far as this era of Green Lantern, it's pretty good. I don't know what's going to happen in the New 52. I read Geoff Johns' run, but nothing else. And I'm curious to see how other writers handle the Green Lantern Corps with all this mythos and stuff that Geoff Johns has injected into it on this particular run. So, War of the Green Lanterns, I really found it to be like a page turner. Couldn't put it down once I picked it up. Great finale. Sets up some stuff that you're interested in coming up down the line. It's going to get the highest recommendation, 5 out of 5. Green Lantern's back. I was sort of souring on it during the Brightest Day era, but it's back. It is better than ever, arguably. So until next time, I'll see you there.